What are effective methods for boosting the immune system's function naturally? Boosting, here is the wrong terminology, I think, for what you are asking. I see others have said, you can't boost your immune system. You most certainly can, and that is the real reason for what is known as autoimmune diseases. Ideas of damage in some areas of the body will put the immune system into overdrive and give rise to unnecessary inflammation. I think what you are asking is if one has a cold or flu, or one has some injury, can one get their immune system going on the job more efficiently? It is first important to appreciate due to what is commonly seen as stress, which is none other than a fight or flight response. Whether recognized as fear or not, the immune system will decline to some extent, especially concerning infection. This is the reason why a person may get sick. I do not believe that contracting a pathogen is a necessary condition for an infectious disease. The terrain counts big time because normally if we contract a pathogen, our immune system gets to work and clears it away without us even knowing about it. Many years ago I found I discovered all this when I was at university and had an infection in my leg that wouldn't go away. It got worse and worse until finally my doctor, in consultation with his colleague, was considering taking off the leg. I discussed the incident in the following video. In short, by recognizing that the primary danger was in my body, my immune system came back on to its fullest extent, and overnight about 80% of the infection was gone. I was very amazed. Now, I must also say here that at the time I made the video, I believed that the funding cuts at the university and the possibility of losing my job were the sources of the fear. However, I have met someone since that I knew then quite well, or I thought I did, and this person I now realize is inhumane. No doubt the idea of losing my job was being used to hassle me and cause me a lot of fear, which I now realize was the real reason for the fear and the declined immunity. Since that time, around 50 years now, I have used what I learned and I have been able to avoid getting the flu or colds and had infections heal rapidly. I haven't had the flu, and yet I have been around people who had the flu. So no doubt I would have contracted the pathogen, virus, or whatever, but my immune system with the affirmation has done the job famously well, so I haven't got sick with the flu or any other infectious disease. With a recent understanding that the immune system can be boosted by ideas of damage, I have been able to avoid autoimmune conditions. If you are interested, here is the video on excessive inflammation and how to avoid it. And the proof of the pudding is in the eating, as they say. Yes, this is anecdotal evidence, but it shows that what I learned helped here too. I was bitten by a goanna. It was my fault. I had offered it an egg and I thought it would be cool if it took it out of my hand. As it came running though, I got scared and pulled my hand back. Only my thumb was sticking out and the goanna grabbed it. Ouch! I ran and it gave chase until I found a spot where I could put down the egg and keep running. Lol. I live at the edge of a rainforest. So I get a lot of goannas come round from time to time. I never tried this again. Others who had seen the bite talked of how a goanna had unique pathogens and that I would have problems. Well, certainly it must have had some unique proteins of some sort in its saliva, as it took an hour for the bleeding to stop, even with holding it firm with some tissues. I made the affirmation that the primary danger was in my body, and within 10 days the injury healed. No infection worth speaking of. If there was any infection, I didn't know about it. My immune system did the job very, very well. So, I recommend the affirmation. It has worked extremely well for me. Like and subscribe for more videos.